and she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She is absolutely amazing. But this was going to talk about Mattel. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today we've got two interesting stories for you. One is kind of a story of triumph. It's kind of amazing what this first one entails, and the second one is the absolute opposite of that. It's pretty tragic. But before we get into that, I wanted to ask you a question. What are you watching right now? What do you have on your various lists? Your Hulu list, your Crunchyroll list, your Netflix list? Because I might just have one that you want to add to your My Watch list. This one is a diamond in the rough. Give me a second, I gotta blow my nose. So maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. Legend of Hay. It's one of the ones that kind of snuck in under the radar for me. Coming to find out, it's been available in the US since 2021, which is tragic depending on how you want to look at it. I think it should have way more buzz than it does, but here's basically the synopsis of it. A Chinese production created by Zhang Ping, aka MTJJ, brought to the Western audiences by American-based company Shout Studios and French-based company Play Big. Me personally, I grabbed this on YouTube for less than $10, but apparently it is available on DVD and Blu-ray. With the way that the times are right now, everything is digital. You can find it on streaming services and things like that. I've kind of I thought that DVD, Blu-ray, all that stuff was kind of outdated. I don't think I've bought a Blu-ray in like 5 years. So if you wanted to go that route, totally fine. But if you can, go ahead and do that. This needs way more buzz than it has. But the story itself is about a young spirit and with untapped power that, unbeknownst to him, and he has to figure out friends or foes. It looks a little blurry at the beginning, but as it goes on, you kind of find out who the enemies are and who his friends are. Really dope story. If you get a chance, please see this movie. But let's move on to our first story, the illustrious, the notorious Tina Turner. 12 Grammy awards for this woman, and she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She is absolutely amazing. But this was going to talk about Mattel in particular and their new dolls that they're rolling out, and Tina Turner is going to be one of those dolls. And in my opinion, that's really, really dope. But let's go ahead and get into the article. So this one's coming from Page 6 Style. It was written by Margaret Abrams. Barbie honors music icon Tina Turner with brand new doll. And get a look at this thing, right? So don't get me wrong, it looks really good, but they're gonna get into the price point here in a second. And I've got some statues back here that absolutely amazing. The detail on them are incredible. Like I won't bring those up because they are a little bit more expensive, not crazy expensive, but the Ninja Turtle from the 80s movie, I got those over there. Those are freaking fantastic find. But some of these sitting up on the bookcase over here, $20, $30, we'll get there. Tina Turner's new Barbie is simply the best. If you're wondering why this doll is better than all the rest, it's because of the extensive work that went into perfecting every detail of the 82-year-old, and that was another point. She's 82 years old. Amazing. Down to her signature hairstyle. It looks really good, but it is a Barbie doll. You know what I mean? So how much detail can they really go into? Anyway, the Barbie signature music series Tina Turner doll, $55, marks a tiny version of the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer's outfit from her What's Love Got to Do With It music video, which is celebrating its 40th anniversary. A black leather mini dress, jean jacket, sheer black tights, and heels, along with Tina Turner's Go to Red lipstick and over the top 80s hair. We used a lot of screen grabs to see the hair at all angles. Designer Bill Greening said in a statement, lots of teasing and hairspray was involved. Mattel announced the news on Instagram with the message, Barbie is proud to honor the unmatched career of the queen of rock and roll with @Tina Turner Barbie doll, adding collectors and music fans alike can celebrate the music icon with new signature #Barbie doll. Now, I'm going to say that is totally overpriced. You might disagree, which is totally fine. Leave that in the comments, but I think this is totally overpriced. But all in all, break it down bare bones. This is absolutely dope. I love that they're honoring, a lot of these artists in different ways. Pretty much, solidifying them in history. She's already inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She didn't need this, but I'm so glad that she has this. This is so dope. But what's love got to do with it? One of my favorite songs of all time, and even the movie's really tragic, kind of, but it has a triumphant ending. So gotta give it to her for her great legacy in overcoming a ridiculous amount of adversity. Kudos to Mattel for doing this, and obviously kudos to Tina Turner for her iconic status in her career. Definitely, congratulations, Tina Turner. You're one of my favorite artists. But now we move on to a more tragic story. This is going to be about the woman who died in I forgot the place. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. So she died in Maryland in a bathroom, and the place didn't close down. They stayed open and blocked off the women's bathroom and just turned the men's bathroom into a unisex bathroom. But let's get into the article real quick. So this one's coming from Narcity, written by Samin Chaudhry. I hope I pronounced that correct. I'm sorry about that. But it reads, a U.S. woman died in a restaurant bathroom and diners are shocked that it stayed open for hours. There's more that goes into this. I am sympathetic to the people who were involved, who worked there. Really sympathetic to them, to what's going on, but I'm also sympathetic to the other side. But let's read the article real quick. We thought we were doing the right thing. That we'll get to that quote here in a second. Internet is in shock over a bizarre incident at a popular restaurant in Maryland where someone died in the women's room, and the owners kept the place open for hours before she was taken away. The incident occurred at Jaspers restaurant in Largo, Prince George's County on Wednesday, right in the middle of a dinner rush. The owner, Fred Rosenthal, told DC News Now. What's that, sweetie? The owner, Fred Rosenthal, told DC News Now that he first heard about an unresponsive woman in a bathroom around 6 p.m. He says he immediately contacted the police and they showed up to try and help her, but she ultimately died. The restaurant was full at the time and it didn't close after the woman's death, according to a police report obtained by Fox 5 DC. We closed off the area and created a unisex bathroom for the men's room, anticipating that the coroner's office will be there shortly rather than creating any type of panic or telling people there was a problem in the restaurant, Rosenthal told DC News Now. This woman's quote, I'm gonna skip the quote they have up here and just go straight to her tweet. The woman died in Jaspers, Largo, Maryland restaurant yesterday in the bathroom, cardiac arrest, which I think it was verified that it was a cardiac arrest. She had a heart attack. But let's talk about how the establishment didn't close the restaurant and let her body stay in the bathroom until closing, never going there again. She followed that up with this. That's some money hungry AS. On top of that, all the servers were under distress, so the service was just trash. Like, why do you give a damn about the service? A woman just, we'll get to it in the underlying point of this, right? Many comments on the tweet, blah, 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 blah. And this is where, it really starts pulling on my heartstrings, feeling for the staff that had to deal with this, right? It's something that we aren't, that we, by the way, it's not something that we are accustomed to. Perea explained, at the moment, we thought we were doing the right thing. We realized maybe we were wrong. You are correct. You were wrong on that. Last night, one of our customers tragically passed away within our establishment. It said, on behalf of our ownership, management, staff, we send the sincerest and most heartfelt support and condolences to the deceased family. We'll be reaching out to the family to see if there's any way we can support them in this time of grief, which is a beautiful response to how you responded earlier. I think that's a great comeback for them. I wouldn't expect them to, identify the woman. That's a tragic thing for their family. Right. Okay. So hindsight being 2020, if we knew that it was gonna take over 2 hours, we may have handled it somewhat differently. He told DC News Now. I believe this is a quote from Perea. But I thought at the time we handle in a way that is respectful to our family and everybody involved, he added. Or maybe that's Rosenthal. Okay. I thought right. Okay. Anyway. So for me, the underlying theme here is that we don't value human life anymore, or the loss of that life. So I'm not gonna eat their lunch for this, no pun intended, because how do you react in a way like that? Me personally, I would have definitely shut the restaurant down and escorted everybody out until we have a situation that we need to get taken care of. I'm sorry, but we're closed for right now. Hold on. It's so much stuff going on right now. It's J Bug. He'll be back soon, but I'm going to let him know. There we go. Yeah. But J Bug will be back. J Bug will be back in a little bit. He's got some stuff he's taking care of, and he's handling it like grown-ups. It's so weird to think we were like teenagers at the end of our teenage years, and now we're in our 30s, and geez, so much stuff is going on, and he's really doing a great job. But anyway, we as people, all of us, have to put more value on each other as human lives and the loss of that life. We're more than meat sacks walking around, you know what I'm saying? And this woman's life was priceless, and it should have been treated as such. You know what I'm saying? It's like, close off everything. This woman needs to get up, get out of there, and be laid to rest properly. And that's my halfway coming out. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to go too hard on them, because I understand where they're coming from, but I don't want to take too much responsibility away from them, because that wasn't the right way to go about it. Understandably, took more time than they thought it was going to, so they would have handled it in a different way if they thought so. But right from Jump Street, there's a lot of value in this life, and she lost it. Kid gloves. Take care of this woman. But the response that came out after the fact, I think, is pretty dope. Good job, guys. But next time this rolls around, act like this woman has value, or this person has value. But anyway, that's all I got on it. I appreciate you guys coming by. I know that last one was an absolute doozy. Goodness gracious, I don't want to bring you down you know, continue, with your day. Have a good day. You know what I mean? This tragic stuff happens all the time. Not saying that it diminishes it, but you know, you're allowed to have a good day, even after hearing something as tragic as this. But anyway, if you made it this far, you guys are the true MVPs. We really appreciate it over here. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. And if you don't mind, could you do all the other algorithm appeasing efforts? We really appreciate it over here. There should be another video popping up. And until next time, keep it casual. Peace.